All right, what's going on, guys? My name is Davey. I am the owner of DC5CREATIONS. The reason behind this video I'm making here is going to be to cover the AC Tucket, the version 1 and version 2. I've been working and improving this kit around 4 to 5 years. I've been in the game for quite some time, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and show you guys the difference between the 1 and 2. This video will help you make the best decision that will work best for your build, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and cover a lot of details. I'm going to be putting clips here and there to show you. I am here in the room. I'm just gonna have everything laid out here. I've done a lot of installs, believe me, it's not my first one. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you a lot of tips that you need to do in order to do the proper install on your car. Now, keep in mind, this video will only be helping you installing the DC5 Creation kit. Just in case you run to something similar, this video is only for the DC5 Creations AC Tucket. All right, guys. So there's a couple things I want to cover before you go ahead and order one of your kits. All right, so there's a lot of stuff to remove in order to put this AC Tuck-in on the RSX or EP3. All right, so one of the biggest things you're gonna have to do is you're gonna have to remove your fender, your driver headlight, and your bumper. All right, you can remove the T-bar, which I highly suggest to do. It makes the job a lot easier. You're gonna understand when you do it. Getting to the compressor can be a little bitch, believe it or not. I've done it plenty of times, and I'm just relating as much as information I can to make the installation video as easy as I can for you. That way, when you get the kit, you can see what you're gonna have to do and not be surprised. All right, guys. So now you're aware of it. You gotta remove your fender, your driver headlight, and your front bumper, and don't forget the T-bar. Okay. Like I said, that's gonna be a major key. You're gonna thank me later on after you watch after you do the install. All right. So you're gonna have to remove your old AC lines. Now, make sure you have vacuumed the system. And there's a lot of people that don't know what that exactly is. If you don't know what it is, I suggest not to do the installation. Have somebody help you that have done AC systems before. Because what happens is if you disconnect the lines and they are charged, it is going to shoot you back a lot of the Freon, and that is not good for you, okay? So be mindful of that. There's times that I've done it years ago. I didn't know any better, and I made mistakes like that. So you don't want to release any of that anyways. But just be mindful. If you never mess with anything like this, I highly suggest to have a buddy help you or a friend. But I'm gonna go ahead and turn the camera around. We're gonna go and show you the difference between the version 1 and version 2 and see what will work best for you and see what decision you want to do. I had a video here on YouTube, and I don't know why they deleted it. I guess because I have some background music going on. But I'm gonna go ahead and, like I said, turn the camera around. I'm not gonna play music this time. I'm just gonna relay as much information I can to you. And yeah, let's go ahead and get it done, guys. To get straight to the answer, what is the difference between the version 1 and version 2? So you can see here, we have both of the kits laid out. As obviously you can see the version 1 just has 2 hoses and the version 2 has 3 hoses. So as obviously I'm gonna cover the version 1, what is meant and designed for what I have done it over the years. And you know, I always change it up and try to make it either short, the lines a little bit shorter or a little bit longer. What will work best, you know? I have an RSX. I actually have 2 of them. All right. I'm put a picture there. Yeah, I can see it. All right. So I have 2, Dory and Mango. So believe me, I've been doing this for quite some time. So the difference between the version 1 and version 2. So the version 1 is designed to remove that line over the engine. I'm gonna put a picture there for you guys. So this big one right here is designed to remove that one over the engine, and the smaller one right here is designed to remove the one that goes around the engine all the way to the passenger side. I'm gonna put the picture so you guys can get a better idea. So that's what it's designed to remove, both of those lines, and they're designed to go around the passenger side, and that will feed onto your compressor, and that one will feed back onto your stock location of the dryer. Okay, that is the difference. I mean, that is the what version 1 does. Sorry, I'm not trying to confuse you here. All right, so the version 2, what it does. All right, so what it will do, all right, so the same thing, it will remove the line over the engine. Okay, so we have this one. This is going to be the same spec. So that one will remove it. All right, but here you can see here we have 2 lines, unlike the version 1. So the version 2 is designed to move the AC dryer from the stock location to the passenger headlight underneath. Okay, I specifically done over this over the years, you know, design it to be a perfect tight. Now I'm gonna put some pictures there for you guys so you guys get better understanding. All right, so It is designed to go underneath the passenger headlight. Now I have customers that have put their battery underneath the headlight. Now I have kits that battery relocation kits that are designed there. I don't quite recommend it to put it there with the battery. What quite end up happening is you have a very tight fitment. If you don't run fog lights, you can get away with it. If you do run fog lights, it is going to be a very, very tight fitment. So that is going to be the difference between the version 1 and the version 2. This will leave the stock dryer on the stock location. What ended up happening is if you want to do the V1 and the stock dryer being there, sometimes when you go turbo, the charge piping can be in the way. So through having the dryer out the way, it does make it a lot easier. All right, so it does change. The version 1, what you're going to be getting this right here, a billet pressure switch, not pressure switch, my guy, a billet firewall fitting. You're going to be getting the fitting for the compressor, and then the one for the dryer. You're going to be getting 2 of these and 2 of these, and also 2 rubber grommets. And then you got the hardware right here. Okay, so we got 2 of those. All right, and then the one with the version 2, what we ended up doing is I ended up adding this will be going to your condenser. I will put a picture so you guys can get a better idea of what this is going to be going to, so you don't, you're not a little bit lost. And then we added another one of these that's going to be going onto your AC dryer bottle. So that is the difference between the version 1 and version 2. Okay, so you're going to be getting this, and you're going to be getting one of these. Everything else will stay the same, guys. All right, I want you guys to know that. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and walk you through the process, how to install this kit, so you can get understanding some of the things that you have to go through in order to know, and things that I've gone through, and share some of the experience, so you guys don't make the same mistakes that I've done before. And that way the installation will go a lot easier for you. So the process will be just about the same for the V1 and the V2. Again, like I said, the only thing that changes is with the V2, you're able to put your dryer underneath the headlight. But when it comes to routing the hose for the compressor, this and this are gonna be the same. Obviously, we got the other ones that are gonna be a little bit different, but now you're aware of it. All right, so in order to go ahead and install the kit, you are gonna have to vacuum the system. I already talked about this. I'm not gonna go about it again. All right, you're gonna have to remove your fender. All right, you're gonna have to remove your passenger headlight and your bumper and your T-bar. I highly suggest to remove the T-bar. Okay, there's gonna be 2 10mm bolts on this side, 2 on the other side, and there's gonna be 1 at the bottom that you have to get to. Now, when you put it back, make sure you put the one on the bottom. I cannot stress this enough. If you don't end up doing it, it will weaken your T-bar over time. Trust me, it happened. My hood came up a long time ago. Lesson learned. Put that 10mm bolt back on there, because what happens is you put a lot of pressure in. Over time, it will weaken it. Believe me, put it back. All right. So anyways, like I said, all right, so this is going to be going on to your firewall. All right, so this is going to be going on like so. All right, the big part is going to be up top, the little one's going to be on the bottom. So one thing is, guys, make sure you check your O-rings, make sure they're in good condition. Mind this, I put them on. I am a human, mistakes happen. So double check, make sure everything's good. I have no problems yet. I hope to keep it this way, but just to confirm, check your stuff, make sure everything's good. So this is going to be going to your firewall. All right, so, and you're going to get a brand new bolt there. All right, so another thing is, my products are made here in the USA. All right, I don't want you to think you're getting some Ling Long ship or anything like that. Sorry to say it like that, but just the honest truth. I want you to know you are getting a good product. Talking about that is, I'm gonna quickly cover something about the hoses. Okay, these hoses are USA made. What do I mean by that? I'm gonna quickly go ahead and pull the other. So I'm gonna cover this real quick about the hoses. I want you to know that what you're getting is a good product. I don't want you to think you're getting some half as Chinese product or anything like so. So you can see here, these are USA made product. Here you go. These are the hoses that I use. I don't want you to think anything else. So USA made, and also this have a 4 barrier AC hoses. Let me see if this thing will focus. All right. So other distributors or anything like that that want to do AC hoses, I don't know what they use, but I don't think they use anything made in the USA. So a lot of people that I see that try to do anything similar, guys, that will try to use something cheap like this. You can see here, it doesn't have any barrier like so. So what ended up happening is this can hold between 300 to 500 psi of pressure. That is a lot. Okay, so what happens is when you use something cheap like this, over time will happen, it will expand and it will leak your system. Okay, then you're gonna be refilling and wondering where's your AC free and going. Obviously this is not designed to be anything what this is designed. So you can see here how many barriers that I got. It got a total of 4 and it's super thick. So I want you to know what you're getting is something quality. I do not want you to think anything less. Okay, so this trash. So you can see here. So let's go ahead, continue about the kit, but I want you to know what you're getting. It is a good quality kit. Okay, all right, so let's go ahead and continue about the installation and cover the rest so you guys are aware. So once you have put this on the firewall, like I said, the big part is going to be up top. You can go ahead and feed it like so. All right, so something about the AC hoses that you're gonna have to be doing is, all right, so you're gonna be feeding this hoses from the to the left side. What I mean by that, you can't feed it from what it be from left to right. What ends up happening is you cannot fit this through the hole that you're gonna have to make, and I'll quickly show you that in a second. So you're gonna be feeding this that way towards your passenger side. So you're gonna put in this in. Okay, same thing like so. You have this side. All right, so you're gonna be running into making a hole on your left side. Okay, there's gonna be 2 little holes already there. What you're gonna have to do is gonna have to buy this. They sell them at Harbor Freight or Home Depot. You can buy that at Harbor Freight about 15-20 bucks, fairly cheap. They always come in handy. I am always using it for something. So go ahead and take a screenshot if you want to. Go ahead and run to the store. You are gonna need this. Trust me, you are not gonna be able to do it. You're not gonna be able to make a hole big enough in order to put the rubber grommets on there. Okay, go ahead and make it as big as possible so you can see it through here. The smaller one, you don't have to make it as big. Usually I cut it and then I feed the hose through and then I put the rubber grommet on it. Please make sure you put the rubber grommet on it. The car has a lot of vibrations over time. It can't cut the hoses, even though it is so thick. It will take such a long time, but just don't take the risk. Really, I'm giving you guys stuff so you guys can do it. It's not like it's not there. So go ahead and put it on. I'm gonna put some pictures so you guys can see a lot of the customers that have been putting it on. I hope everybody's doing it. Super easy. So anyways, like I said, you are gonna have to buy this at Harbor Freight or Home Depot. Highly suggest to go to Harbor Freight. All right, so anyways, like I said, you're gonna have to run that hose that way. You're gonna have to run that hose that way. Okay, so imagine this, you're picturing your car's in front of you. Remember, hose that way, that hose that way. Okay, and then you're gonna be putting this onto your firewall. All right, so one thing I want to cover real quick, it is about the O-rings. So you can see here, each one of these fittings have an O-ring. That one has one, that one has one, that one has one, that one has one. And same thing with the V2. So you can see here, they all have one. Guys, make sure they have an O-ring. If it happens to fall during shipping, just double check the boxes. I always put them on there. But if it happened to miss one, just message me. I'll take care of you. I can send you another one. It isn't the end of the world. Or if you're in a rush, you can easily run to your local parts store and they will have universal kits that you can match it to it. Okay. All right. So like I'm saying, this big one is going to be going to the big one. Okay. Very simple. I'll put a picture so you guys can see it. And same thing with the small one. And there's where you're going to be charging your AC system. Okay. So very simple. This one is going to be going to your compressor. That one is going to be going to your AC dry bottle. Now with this one, with the V2, all right. So this one as well is going to be going to your compressor. The same spot is going to be going to your left side. All right. And with this, now this is going to be the same thing. It's going to be going to your firewall. It will come around, but this, now that you have relocated the AC dryer bottle, you're going to be putting underneath the headlight, but you're still going to be charging it to the same area. Okay. So same thing. This have O-ring, or believe me, I check everything. But like I said, guys, if something happens, and you're in a rush, you can literally run to your parts store. They will have O-ring. Please do not install it without an O-ring. You are gonna have a major leak. I cannot stress this enough. All right, guys. Okay? So I hope the video was helpful. I hope this will make the best decision for you to know. Like I said, I had a video before. I don't know what happened with YouTube. YouTube has been crazy nowadays. So I made another video. I put as much information as I could there for you guys, and I hope this will make it easier. If you want to reach out to me, the best way to always reach out to me is going to be email. Almost active, and I'm almost there. So any questions or any concern that you might have, let me know. I'd be happy to help. Once again, this video is only for the DC5 Creation AC Tucket. All right, I've been working for these kids guys for years. I've been knowing, how to improve it. Like you guys seen my car, that's my babies. So this kids, my cars ran them for years. They still do to now this day. I'm very well known on the RSX scene. I've been making a lot of kits. If you're interested in anything else, please check the website. Like I said, if you want to reach out to me, please go ahead and send me an email. I'll be happy to help you out. But like I said, once again, I hope this video was helpful, and thank you guys for watching. All right.